Welcome to the channel, A31avo. Today we're doing a light pruning of a peach tree and spraying with the horticultural oil mixed with the liquid cop. I hear that this peach tree does have the liquid cop, so I'm going five tablespoons of the liquid cop. It does have the peach leaf curl. This peach tree does have the peach leaf curl, and this is its second dose. But before that, I'm gonna do a light prune, just a light prune. Let me take you in. So yeah, bringing you in right here, it's just a revised pruning. The owner did a pretty good job. Just a few limbs that I'm gonna deselect, I'm gonna delete. So just this one, going back into the center of the tree. At the collar. This looks diseased. And then this one, intersecting. But see this one's clear. So I'm gonna go back to this one. So it's gonna go in this direction, clear of anything. And then this one, just straight up vertical. I don't like vertical. It's gonna run into this. It's gonna run into this one. So delete. And everything else looks pretty good. I mean, you could keep messing with it, but sometimes less pruning is more. So just that one. Just to keep the center open. And these ones right here, intersecting, straight up vertical. Delete. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty good. So now we spray. Let me gear up. So yeah, it's double bandanaed up as face masks. Then I throw on the mask, gloves, old hoodie, and here we go. Oh, and eye protection. By the way, this is in Santa Cruz Mountains, Adams Ridge, Los Gatos, California. Here we go. I need to troubleshoot, it's losing pressure. Okay, I'm good. It was at the nozzle. I'm thinking the oil is a little thick. It was probably clumping up, so I loosened it up to allow more flow. It was at the nozzle. Let's go. that was it. Next up is going to be the pruning of an apricot tree and the spray. Alright, next up is the apricot tree. They say it hasn't been very productive, so I really want to bring it back. But you can't come back, they say, more than 25%. So I'm just going to open up the center a little bit. It just looks a little too busy in there. And then next to it, or right behind it, over there, you see that limb right there, is a lamb has. And so I really don't want the apricot to shade the has too much. So I want to open it up so that more light penetrates for the center of the apricot, but then also allows more sunlight into the has. These are thicker, more mature branches, so I'm coming in with the saw. Disinfect. And the loppers. Let me bring you in. These are diseased. The bark's coming off. And then this other one over here too. So here we go. I might need to put the phone down. I'm not even gonna be able to do this. All right, let me show you what I did. There's this younger growth. It hasn't mossed out. It's pretty vigorous. It's taking off pretty vertically. And so I just kind of brought this back by like 50%. I'm using it kind of like a nursing branch. And then for sure, I took out the heavily diseased centers. One, and then this one, and then the other one. So I just opened it up. And now I'm gonna spray. All right, on this one, spoke to the owner. Says the vegetative growth on it, the foliage is green, nice, no scale, no shot hole. So I'm just gonna seal my cuts because they say it blooms beautifully. It's mossed out a little bit. You see in these trunks. But it doesn't affect the foliage too much. Again, gearing up. Old hoodie, gloves, 2 bandanas, the luchador mask, and sunglasses. And now just the limbs. Spray all the limbs. Again, it doesn't seem like it needs it. This is just a general preventative. Alright, that was the pruning and spraying of the apricot, which we're kind of nurturing a good health because we're going to graft into it. Next up is a persimmon tree. So I ran out of spray and I was looking to reformulate for the persimmon. However, both for the horticultural oil and the liquid cop, it wasn't in the book. There wasn't anything for any mixing ratios for persimmons. So I don't think that they would have benefited from it. Comment down below if you know that it would, and what diseases it would target. But it wasn't in the book. And they just kind of want this slightly pruned. They say the fruit is kind of getting away from them. They leave the top fruit of the trees. And if I remember correctly, persimmons are central leaders. So what I do is I put my hand up against it. Kind of hard to see because of the other tree behind it. But I'm going to leave the central leader the tallest. And all the other limbs have to come in lower than the central leader. So this is what I do. I put my hand up against it, select the central leader, and then go around. Go around and continue to put my hand around it. And that's how I select the central leader and taper down. Away and down. So here we go. I'm going to climb this tree. Once again, handsaw and loppers. Alright, let me bring you in. This is the cut. This is what I took off. Pretty significant, but again, competing pretty heavily with the central leader. Next up is that one. I'm gonna cut it. This one, just to favor this outward swooping one. Once again, let me bring you in. This was the cut. This is what came off. And now, once again, this is selecting this one to be our central leader. But it's going to be a modified central leader because I'm going to cut the top 2 feet. Modified central leader, so it's going to swoop out. Again, instead of just growing vertically, it's going to come out a little bit, scaffold out. Comment down below, did I cut too much? Again, for sure I set back production, but the fruit was getting away from us. And then now this one right here, delete. Let me get to it, I'll show you. Once again, bringing you in. Cut right there. This is a branch that stemmed off that central leader. And then this is the top. Say, I don't know, 20 inches. So still the central leader maintains its apical dominance, but I just brought it back. And a quick little walk around. So still the central leader, the highest point. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna seal these cuts with watered down liquid cop, since there's no instructions for it. But I know just in general, copper is a general fungicide, so I'm just gonna water it down and seal my cuts. But yeah, comment down below. Any thoughts? Did I take off too much? Feedback is greatly appreciated. Also, please like, subscribe, comment, any questions. I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you. Have a good one.